It's the start of a new year, and that means you may be trying to eat a little healthier these days. But you also want to like the food that you're eating, right? Hi, I'm Tara the Foodie, and I take the mystery out of cooking for you. My Cobb salad is packed with crispy bacon, succulent chicken breast, creamy avocado and gorgonzola cheese, and all the colors of the rainbow to entice not only your taste buds, but your eyes as well. I'll show you that eating healthy and low calorie can actually be super delicious, as long as you create meals with ingredients that you already love and will satisfy you so that you can make eating healthy part of your everyday life. Now let's get cooking. You are viewing this in 2025. I am talking to you, and you are in the future. I am still back here in 2024. Ooh. But you are sitting in 2025 right now, and you ate a lot at Christmas or whatever holiday you celebrated. You had a nice fun time at the New Year's Eve party. You ate a lot of those appetizers. You probably made my crab stuffed mushrooms and brought them to the party and ate half of them yourself. Whoops. Or maybe you made my puff pastry pinwheels and ate like 5 or 6 of those. I don't know. We all indulged this past holiday season, and it was amazing. But usually this time of year, me included, even though I do try and eat fairly healthy throughout the year, I always kind of reassess. Am I doing what I should be doing for my diet, fitness, routine, things like that? So today I'm going to show you a salad that actually doesn't feel like a salad because it is packed with so many satisfying, delicious ingredients. These are the types of diet foods or healthy foods that you want to put into your routine so that you don't feel like you're dieting at all. So the first step in making my Cobb salad is to prepare the chicken. So in this recipe, we are using boneless, skinless chicken breast. Usually when you buy chicken, they're pretty fat, right? They're nice, plump chicken breasts. What we're going to do to make sure that these cook evenly and quickly is we are going to pound them out with this meat mallet. And you want to pound it out until it's like that thick. I don't know, what is this? Because Juicy Joe, you're in the trades, so.
3/8.
3/8.
3/8 of an inch.
3/8 of an inch.
Now, if you go a little tighter, that's a quarter.
That's a quarter, okay.
Maybe 3/16.
I think I usually go 3/8 then.
Okay.
You know, just pound the shit out of your chicken. That's it. So I'm gonna play some music now because this is gonna get really loud.
Oh, it's a deep burn.
As you can see, I used a piece of plastic wrap. Just put it over top of your chicken so that when you're beating it, you're not just splattering chicken juice everywhere. After you have pounded out your chicken, go ahead and peel off the plastic wrap, and then we will season it. So to season your chicken breast, you just want to use a simple mixture of salt. And since we're talking about eating healthy and eating what's best for your body, I do suggest using pink Himalayan salt. It has, I think, over 90 minerals in the salt that are good for your body. So, and it tastes great too. It's less salty, but more flavor, if that makes sense. Then you want to season the chicken with fresh cracked black pepper, and then finish up with some garlic powder. So I'm gonna go ahead and season the other side of this chicken, and then I will meet you over at the stove where we will fry this up. Heat your pan to a medium heat, and then add about a tablespoon of olive oil, and then place your chicken in the pan. It's good to have your pan hot, especially when you first start to cook your chicken, because you're searing in all of the juices and the flavor. You're gonna be cooking this at about a medium heat until it is golden brown on both sides and cooked through. The next thing you want to do is prep the rest of the ingredients that are going to go on your Cobb salad. I'm going to go ahead and show you how to prep the avocado. Make sure that it's a little firm, but it's soft enough to where you can press your finger into it. And then just put it on your cutting board and take your knife, and you're going to cut in until you feel the pit in the middle. Once you do, then you're just going to turn it and cut all the way around. And then you can just take the avocado and turn it a little bit like that, and then open it up. And hopefully you will see that it is green and not brown. Once you've cut your avocado in half, then you can take your knife. I like to take this part of the knife, but whatever, take your knife and then just pop it a little bit into that pit so that you can take it and just like turn it a little bit and it comes right out. And then you can just kind of fling it off with your thumbnail. Grab yourself a spoon, because this is the easiest way to get the avocado flesh out of the avocado, is just spoon it out. Once you have your avocado flipped over nice and flat on your cutting board, then you can go ahead and just dice it up. So while I am prepping my avocado, I just wanted to ask you a very important question. Have you subscribed to my channel yet? Because not only do I show you delicious recipes every single week, but some of them are going to be healthy. All of my recipes are made with mostly whole foods, and they're going to be basically healthy for you, but delicious. You're going to want to eat them, okay? If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and click on the subscribe button now for me, and click the notification bell so that you never miss one of my videos. And share this video with your friends. They are trying to look good too, okay? Like, they ate too much, all right, this past month. They need this. So be a good friend and share this video with your friends so everybody can look good, okay? The next ingredient that you want to prep is your hard-boiled eggs. I went ahead and hard-boiled some eggs ahead of time. For this recipe, you'll need about 4, but again, you can use as many as you want. Go ahead and put as many eggs as you want into a pot. Once the eggs are in the pot, you want to cover the eggs with cold water until they're submerged by about 1 inch. Then you want to bring that water to a boil. And once it boils, you want to salt the water because it's going to make it easier for you to peel those eggs later. Once it's boiling, you want to turn the heat off and then let those eggs sit in that hot water for 10 minutes. Meanwhile, you want to prepare an ice bath so that you can transfer those hot eggs, once they've been in for 10 minutes, into that ice bath so that they stop cooking. We ended up hard boiling more than we needed because I'm hungry. We're gonna go ahead and cut up some of these hard-boiled eggs, and you can cut them however you want. I'm gonna go ahead and cut them into wedges, and I'm going to do that with about 4 to 5 eggs, or until I think I have enough for this salad. So now let's talk about bacon, one of my favorite subjects. For this recipe, you'll see that I suggest you make the whole pound of bacon. Look, we all know that not all that bacon is gonna make it into that salad. We know this. Stop lying to yourself. This is how I love to make bacon. It saves on mess, and it kind of takes care of itself while you're doing other things to get ready for your recipe. So go ahead and get 2 sheet pans out, and then just lay the slices of your bacon onto those sheet pans. You want to set your oven to 400 degrees and then pop the sheet pans filled with bacon into your oven. And about how long did they cook, Juicy Joe?
I think they were in there probably about 15 minutes.
Okay, so check it at around 10 or 11 minutes. And then if they don't look like they're crispy enough, brown enough, pop them back in for 2-3 more minutes. Keep checking them until they look like they're done enough for how you like. And we are left with this delicious plate of almost a pound of bacon, because Juicy Joe is left alone with this bacon. And I've already eaten 1 piece as well. So now that I have the bacon on the cutting board, all we need to do is chop it up. And then grab your tomatoes. Ooh, these are pretty. So get yourself some cherry tomatoes, and you do want to rinse these off. And in this case, you're going to have to pick them off the vine. I'm going to go ahead and just cut them in half because they're already small. Another thing that I can chat with you guys about while I am cutting up these tomatoes is my website. So every single video that you see on this channel obviously has a recipe, And you can find all of those recipes on tarathefoodie.com. You will be able to easily search my website, find the recipe that you're looking for, and view it and print it out, and it won't be annoying. So go to tarathefoodie.com and get the recipe that you need today. So we have here just a delicious wedge of gorgonzola cheese, which is an Italian blue cheese. I wanted to go ahead and cut this up, and I'm just gonna cut it into chunks.
Ooh. Oh.
God, it's so good.
Yeah.
So creamy.
Really creamy.
And this is why the dressing is gonna be a vinaigrette. You don't need a creamy, even though I love creamy dressings. I'm a ranch girl, I live in the Midwest. I will put ranch on anything.
And my name's Tara Lynn.
And my name is Tara Lynn, and I like ranch. Because it's got this sharp, robust cheese, rather than like a cheddar or something like that, the cheese and the avocado and the hard-boiled eggs all kind of give you that creaminess already. So all you really need is a vinaigrette to kind of pull everything together. So believe me, it's perfect. Next, you're going to prep your red or purple onion. And I'm just gonna chop this up. So the last thing that we have to do is chop up our chicken that we made at the beginning. So then just go ahead and cut your chicken into chunks. Put all these different beautiful components together to create a very beautiful salad. So now I'm gonna show you how to make the Dijon garlic vinaigrette that we will dress this Cobb salad with. The first thing you want to do is grab a shallot. So if you don't know what a shallot is, this is what it looks like. And it's like a small version of a red or purple onion, but it's milder in flavor. And when you cut into it, it's just, I don't know, it's easier to kind of cut it really fine. And then I'm going to mince this. So really cut it as tiny as I can. I'll put that in my bowl here. Next, we're going to add the Dijon mustard, 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard. I'm going to add apple cider vinegar. So we're gonna put a tablespoon of that into our vinaigrette. Now we are going to add 1 clove of garlic. So get out your garlic press. If you don't have a garlic press, I've linked one here now. So go ahead and pop that in there because you don't have to take the skin off. And you just squish it right in to the bowl. And then we are going to pour in 5 tablespoons of delicious extra virgin olive oil. So you finish off your vinaigrette with a little salt and a little pepper. And again, let's use the pink Himalayan salt just to add some more healthy benefits to our vinaigrette. And pepper. You can do a little bit more of the pepper, but you don't want to over salt anything. And then stir it up. Well, we are now to the point where we can assemble our beautiful Cobb salad. So I've chosen to use spring mix. A couple of reasons. It's just what I like to eat. I love the different kind of textures. You get like some red leaf lettuce, a little bit of spinach, you got some arugula in there. The other thing is that you can buy spring mix in just a big container like this. It's already thoroughly washed. It's ready for you to eat, so you don't have to worry about washing your lettuce. So I'm just gonna go ahead and grab just handfuls of this spring mix. Just put it all around, make a bed of it, basically. Now, we're just going to layer all the different components of this salad. So let's go ahead and start with the chicken. So I'm gonna go down the middle with the chicken and pile it up high because you want everything to fit. All right, that's 2 chicken breasts, so unless you have a big platter, that's gonna be the winning number. Now, we're gonna take our avocado, and I'm just gonna put like a column of it right next to the chicken. So now on this side, what color do we need? Let's do the tomatoes. So we're gonna take our cherry tomatoes and make a nice column of those. Let's go ahead and put a little color on this side with our red onions, or purple onions. That's the purple part of the rainbow right here.
Do the hard-boiled egg next to the tomatoes.
The hard-boiled eggs are one of my favorite parts of this salad because again, it's just so satisfying. Now, sometimes you order a salad and you eat it and you're like, All right, well, I'm still hungry. Okay, and then we've got cheese and bacon, right?
Cheese and bacon.
So bacon will go on this side. I have decided. We're just gonna pile this bacon on, and our gorgonzola cheese can go over here. This is a beautiful, beautiful salad. And this is my Cobb salad. This salad looks so beautiful. It's so bright and colorful. Oh, I cannot wait to dig into it. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, it is now my favorite time of every episode, time to taste. You go ahead and you serve yourself the components that you want. Of course, I want it all. And then just take a spoon and a little bit of the vinaigrette, and then just drizzle it over top of your salad. And then all that's left to do is take a taste. That dressing tastes so good on this very fresh and brightly flavored salad. Before I go any further, this is the flavor breakdown. The components of this salad are all so fresh, clean ingredients, whole foods, hard-boiled egg, bacon, avocado, chicken, fresh cherry tomatoes. The gorgonzola cheese is just so good and creamy and delicious with a nice bite to it. And then the dressing doesn't get in the way of anything. It just kind of gives it a little bit of brightness. It's barely there. You really, if you don't, some people just like a dry salad. Juicy Joe always eats his salads with no dressing. That could be why he's so sexy. I don't know. But, you know, you could always eat this dry because it has so much flavor. But it is just a lovely, delicious, beautiful salad with so many different components and flavors in it that I know I love, and I'm sure many of you do too. Make this as soon as possible. Make it often. You know, it's a great, easy dinner to make through the week if you want to just throw something together that is delicious but also healthy. And if you have a Juicy Joe in your house, you might want to call him over right now so that he can try it too.
Oh, yeah, we're going to do this.
All right, let's open up this champagne.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
Get it all in there.
Oh, yeah.
This is a special time.
Okay. All right, babe.
Mm-hmm.
Cheers.
A new year.
A new year.
Mm-hmm.
And our awesome viewers.
Oh, yeah. All you viewers out there, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Tara the Foodie, dishing out some delicious dish, video after video for you. And we're going to continue to do this. And yeah, cheers to the new year.
Cheers to the new year. Thank you for all your support and love and helping us to continue to grow and bring you delicious videos just like this one.
We are your winning recipe.
That's right. Ooh, this is actually a good compliment to a salad like this.
Yeah, it is.
We're doing a pairing today.
Who knew? Let's do this. Oh, it's all wet.
What? It's got dressing on it.
It's got dressing on it, people.
Well, you gotta try the dressing. It's part of the recipe.
Oh, geez.
You might gain an ounce. He actually doesn't do it because he's gonna gain weight. He just likes it better.
If a salad is put together, you shouldn't need dressing.
What do you think of the dressing since I have forced you to eat it?
It's not bad. I just try not to put, if I do put dressing on, I just don't go overboard.
No.
A little drizzle.
And that's all that's on there.
That's all that's on there. But how can you not like a salad like this? All put together with everything you want.
I mean, we all know what all these components taste like, so you put them all together in a bowl, and how can you go wrong?
Another winner, baby.
Yes. That's about it. Again, thank you for watching. Thank you for all your support. I'm Tara the Foodie.
And I'm Juicy Joe.
And we will see you next time.